Welcome to the home of the Big Red and the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky in Bowling Green. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Hilltoppers will put total leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Virginia's offense will get first crack at it today. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff.
Oh, he's got some space. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Cavaliers want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. All right, guys, let's talk for just a moment about Virginia. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who was very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. So Western Kentucky's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
And the Hilltoppers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Flowers. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Finds his man. It's Lee. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective.
You got to give this guy credit all season long. He's played well, he's stayed healthy, and he's just executing. With that last throw, he's now surpassed 4,000 yards as we get late in the season.
The Hilltoppers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They go right back to him. Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Toppers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
My man, get him the ball, he will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Off play action on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. And the Cavaliers send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Abraham. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Hilltoppers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
Nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Flowers. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Hilltoppers are on the move. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He's going into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. It's Flores. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Grab behind the line. It's Gibson. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. The Cavaliers want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack.
Well, this guy's had all of college football talking after coming away with 3 sacks in his first game, and he already notches his first sack in this one. What a terror he has been on offenses early this season.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The run from the shotgun. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. They'll give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella
breaks into the open. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because...
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, WKU. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is looking ridiculous. Now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. Wants to return it. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, give on the inside. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Keeps it himself and gets the first. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy. So frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
And the Hilltoppers getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
The Hilltoppers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Boston. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They want to run this quarterback. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot.
Touchdown, Hilltoppers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Burke. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Grabbed over the middle. It's Flores.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. He's got it. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First down here for the offense. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Flores.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Just keeps swinging it. He lobs one high down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
28, Virginia, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping. Something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running to the left. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Hilltoppers are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. He's looking deep. He's got it at the 15. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the move. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play,
and he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Topper. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it out. It's Burke. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that He's got it on the outside. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Fires to the big fella. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Grab near the sticks. It's Flores. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Cavaliers have taken it inside the 20. Unloads quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. To the air on 2nd down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Western Kentucky, 46. Virginia, 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Back to pass on second down. A strike downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Cavaliers will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Jukes his way for more. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd down.
Back to throw time, running short in the half. Got him downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Number 19.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Nebraska is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Lincoln. One of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USC. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet.
I love it. I love first down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Oh, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Under fire. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Throws toward the end zone. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison. Or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at LT Smith Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We are just about ready to start the second half.
To kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Zings it complete to the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
That's caught. It's Boston. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Hilltoppers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Power football with the run.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And this offense doing more of what they do. This is the #1 offense in the country in first downs. They find a way to continue to move the football, run, pass, so much balance. This offense is so good.
Trying to hit the sideline on the right. There he goes. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and fire.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. The Hilltoppers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Give to the running back. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The option look. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, WKU. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
21.
He'll bring it out. It's Burke. Didn't find any crease. Off coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Finds the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy.
Tons of room in the middle. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Virginia. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. With the catch, it's Abraham. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Hilltoppers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Grab near the marker. It's Boston. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hilltoppers have this offense rolling. Rides to back and leaves it. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Guided out of bounds, they'll mark it down at the 14.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offense is really...
Touchdown! Hilltopper. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that the quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you...
Turning it on. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. And the Hilltoppers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Topper. The offense cashing it in on that drive. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Cavaliers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. The sure hands, it's Flores. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Cavaliers decide to punt it away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch. It's Lee. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Hilltoppers moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks, it's Abraham. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Flowers. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The running back has it. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Hilltoppers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few. On that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Here we go.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes a connection. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete in the middle. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Mooney. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Cavaliers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Wants to throw again. It's complete to the right. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Reddick. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Buys a little time. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Line getting set on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield. Great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Here comes the heat. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Good right down the boulevard. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quick strike complete. Breaks into the open. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
And that's why a lot of kids want to play for this coach, because they know that when they get into games, even if it's late, coach is going to let them go play ball, go have fun, take shots and try to come up with big plays. This offense right now, man, they're just having fun.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Caught over the middle. It's Lee. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. And the Hilltoppers are rolling down the field. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Got it in the middle. It's Flowers. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4th.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Cavaliers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Cavaliers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. The give from the gun. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. The Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Unleashes one deep. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now facing a third and long. Quarterback on the keeper. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Cavaliers will punt it away on fourth down. Makes the catch at the 35. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. They want to run it left here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble and throws. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Catch in the middle, it's Lee. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Fighting off the defender. He's going for the goal line. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looking for the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm.
There he goes. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. It's complete to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late. And the Cavaliers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Off play action. Makes the grab. It's Reddick. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Can't get him to the ground. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to throw on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will, throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. He didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.